Uh-huh.
We back, we back,
Uh-huh.
we back, we back.
Yes, sir.
Come
Welcome
on.
to another episode of Vibes and Convo. Come
Mm-hmm.
on in, come on in. Yes,
Birdman
sir.
hand rubs. Ooh,
Birdman already.
that means we about to do something today.
We
Yes,
about to
sir.
do something.
Welcome to another episode of Vibes and Convo, the place where we champion everything, and I mean everything that is R&B.
Yes, sir.
We are y'all hosts, starting with Mr. On Key right up there. Always on key, never off. And then right next to him, right above him, Mr. Kirk Quinn, Mr. Get It In times 10 if you want to win. Anything less is a sin. Feel me?
Like that, I did 10 hand signs on the
Oh,
west
I like
side.
that. I like that.
Just so
I
people
like
don't know I'm throwing them, I ain't throwing them no gang signs.
that. Represent no awards or nothing.
Yeah. Not today.
Not today. And I'm your friendly neighborhood sequel 2297. And
Hey.
this week, we told y'all we had people coming, didn't we? Did we tell y'all that?
We
Told y'all
said
we
it.
had people coming, right?
That's what I heard.
said
That's what
it.
I heard. That's what I heard.
Hey, Key, since they thought we were playing, tell them what we got this week, man.
They did think we was playing. They thought we was playing. But we dead serious. We are dead serious. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
we have a musical journey today.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Come on.
We are going down a real musical journey today.
What's
And
going down the path, brother? All
and,
right.
and you know, when you talk about like songwriting, when you're
Mhm.
talking about vocalism,
Mm.
talking about things like that, that's the journey we're going down today with
Yes,
this
sir.
special individual,
Oh,
special R&B recording artist.
oh.
Mm.
Come on,
Wait.
come on.
We about to wait a minute. Didn't we skip some steps?
Oh nah, we didn't skip nothing. We didn't skip nothing. We about to get
We didn't
into
skip
that.
anything, did we?
We didn't skip
Nah.
nothing. We're
Okay,
gonna
We
get
my
just on the
all
bad.
the way
journey.
into that.
My bad. I'll take that on the chin, y'all. That's my fault.
Yeah,
Line to
special
line.
individual. We not even gonna say the name just yet.
Okay.
But we just want to give y'all just a quick preview of what's going on
Oh
today
Mm-hmm.
wow.
in the world,
Well, do
Preview.
tell.
especially on the Vibes and Combo.
Well, do tell.
So y'all want to sit tight. But before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
we got 3 steps we need you to follow. Right? So I like to call it setting the mood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Set the
Waiting for it.
mood. Set the mood for ya.
Booyah, booyah.
We gotta let's include that in the chop. I like that.
We
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, we need to we definitely got to set the mood here. So step number 1
Mm-hmm.
is we need you to find your place of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
That could be at home, that could be in your living room,
Mm-hmm.
that could be in your bed,
Mm-hmm.
that could be on your porch, that could be on your patio,
Yeah, where
you know.
where else? Yeah.
You know, for the luxury folks that could be on your rooftop, right?
Let's talk about it. Where else?
Folks is living that other
Yeah.
type of lifestyle, right?
Uh-huh.
Man.
Look,
Um
we need
and
y'all
also
to get there.
and also it could be on your bean bag.
Yes.
Kirk Quinn
Oh,
is no longer on the clock.
yeah,
Kirk
man.
Quinn is no longer on the clock. We repeat.
Yes. Yes.
He's
The
officially off the
beanbag is
clock.
worthy to be celebrated right now. Yes,
He
it is.
found a way to get the bean bag.
Yes, he did.
Long time coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, step number 1, man, is find your place of comfort. Step number 2 is get you a good set of headphones,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of dialogue happens on this show. We talk a lot,
Yeah.
you know. And with that being said, yeah, the mobile phone is cool. Walking around with the mobile phone, you can hear it. You know, you probably can hear what we're talking about. But it's something about when you put that them headphones on. It gets you all the way dialed in. You know, you don't miss any detail. You know what I mean? So we asked that with step number 2
Better
that you get
Yeah.
headphones.
a good set of headphones so you can follow us through this journey and don't
And
miss
hear
nothing.
everything. Hear everything. Even if
Step
you pass gas.
number 3.
Tree, as we say. Number 3.
I don't even hold the bottle the same no more. I don't even hold the bottle the same no more.
Oh.
Don't need to cover the label. Don't need to cover the label. Step
Yeah.
number 3 is get you your favorite beverage, and we want you to
Yeah.
put it right next to you. Mine is water. This is waters, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's open, but the brother was thirsty.
Yeah.
Brother was thirsty.
Water gang
Water,
go.
water. Get
Water
you a
You know
good
gang.
what's
set of, you know, whatever it is,
Hydration is key.
Can we
whatever your
get a
beverage
Bobby
is.
Boucher water sucks? It really, really sucks. Can we get one of them? Can we get a water boy?
You know, we need it. We need it.
We need that
Mm.
Bobby
Hey,
Boucher.
But yeah,
hydration
man.
is key. No point intended.
Come on. Come on. Step number 3 is get you your favorite beverage.
Yes, sir.
Now,
I'm up here.
time to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when it comes to songwriting, and when we start talking about, vocalism, you know, when we start talking about um, being a recording artist, you
Mm, mm.
know, uh, getting in the studio behind that mic, you
Mm-hmm.
know, making sure that your product is of high quality, right?
Yeah.
Um, all of these things go with our special guest today.
Mm, mm, mm.
Special guest today,
So who
ladies
we
and
got?
gentlemen,
Who we got?
goes by the name of Mrshll Wyne.
Yes, sir. Come on, clap it up. Let's go.
You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean? Timbo, how do we get here? How do we get to Mrshll Wyne? How do we like? What's the how
What's
do
the
we
origin?
discover them? How do we
Discover.
discover this? Yeah.
Well, oddly enough, y'all
Mm.
hear me do this time and time again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to random music on Spotify, like I always do,
Mm.
especially dialed into fresh and new R&B.
Okay.
And this song comes on my timeline, and I'm like, and I'm in the kitchen cooking, and I'm like, God, no, I don't know what this
Mm.
song is, but dude sound like he crying over here, boy. Sound like he in pain.
Mm.
Mm.
And the
The
more I listened,
emotion.
I was like, oh my God, he sound like somebody like twisted the knife right now. Like, I went and looked at the TV to see who it was. I was like, oh, okay. All right, all right, done.
Mm.
And been dialed in ever since, man. Dialed in ever since.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Telling you, man.
Mm, 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 mm.
Well, you did all
Telling
the
you.
heavy lifting. You did all the heavy lifting. I found out when we put them on the playlist for our Vibes and Convo playlist. I said, "Oh snap! New music. What's this? Boop. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
Come
it was
on.
a collective. Oh, we got one. We found some fire out here. So, you know what I
Hmm.
mean, shout out to the algorithm. Shout out to you, Timbo, for doing the heavy lifting, and
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
and we made it, baby.
Mm. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mrshll Wyne.
Clap it up.
Marshall
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
in the flesh. In
We're
the
gonna do this
flesh.
right. We're gonna
Yeah.
do it right.
Look
They
at that
said we
thing
couldn't
one
do it,
time.
but by God.
Hey, hey, y'all did it, man. Y'all
Yeah.
Come
did it.
on. Come
Appreciate
on.
y'all. Appreciate y'all having me. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Appreciate you finding me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, Mr. Timbo sequel for finding me on the play on his little random Spotify mix. That's a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to be here with y'all. I'm glad
Yes,
y'all
sir.
love the music, and I'm just glad to chop it up with y'all.
Come on.
100.
Pleasure. pleasure, brother. More than a pleasure.
Mm,
Pleasure's all mine, man.
come on. Come on. Yeah, man. So, you know, this is the place where we talk that R&B nerd talk.
For
You
sure.
know, I hope the listeners is ready because we about to go on this journey. We about to go
Most
on this
definitely.
journey. Come on.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
So let's start this thing off.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You know.
I'm getting ready over here.
21 questions. All right.
100. Let's get this show on the road, baby.
Yeah.
Tell me,
Definitely.
you still in Cali? Let me find out you
Right?
still out here, my boy.
Here we go.
Those
Let's
definitely.
start it off.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Oh
me. So
man.
yeah, this is one of my questions. A lot of the times we get these questions where we ask about artists and everything like that, but I know for sure that every singer remembers that first lead song in church or school, that first solo, and it comes a lot with that. So for yourself, what was your first experience in being in the front, my man?
So I'll
Mm,
tell you, I've one thing I'll tell you for school. Definitely my first solo was, I don't know if y'all remember. I was super young. I don't know if y'all remember. But there was this commercial on like regular local TV. I don't know if it was from where I was at or if it was national, but there was this rendition of America the Beautiful, and I don't know if it was Boys to Men. I don't know if it was a Boys to Men lookalike, some Great Value Boys to Men, but they were singing that thing. I cannot remember where, who did the commercial or what, but I heard that version of America the Beautiful, and I had to be, man, I had to be like 8, 7 years old. So this had to be back in like 2002, 2000, something. It was super early, and I was like, you know what? I want to sing that at school. I want to do, like, if you do a talent show, I want to sing that at school.
mm.
Right.
And I don't know if you've ever, I don't know if you know America the Beautiful. If you do, it's that national. It's not the national anthem, but it's one of America's songs. Not
How's
For
it
that.
go?
beautiful, for
Uh,
spacious skies, for
yeah.
amber lays of gray, for
Yeah.
purple
For
mountains.
purple
Yeah.
mountains, bruh. So when they sang it, they above the fruit and plain,
Yeah.
and they was going off. So I was like, I want to do that. I want to
Yeah.
do that. So,
Yeah.
uh, man,
Mm.
I got up there, and at the time, I'm from New Jersey, so at the time, and I'm in
Dirty
Florida
Jers.
now. Yeah,
Shout
for
out to
sure, for
Jersey.
sure. And I was at the school Cherry Street Elementary, and I said I want to do that. So I got up on stage, and I did not realize how much confidence you had to have, whoo, to
Yeah.
sit in front of a bunch of people, especially
Yeah.
a bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know, that know me, don't know, is that I did it to prove it to a girl that I liked, that I could sing.
True
Ah.
But I,
R&B.
man, so I
What
got up
what you
there.
mean I can't sing? Shh, watch this.
What? Oh man, listen, and you gonna be with me forever. But
Mhm. That's you know.
obviously,
Right.
but I got up there, and man, when I say I was sweating bullets, I was so scared. That was my first stage fright I ever had, and I sat there for like a good 30 seconds just staring at the crowd, and they just waiting
Mm.
for me. But then I finally got rolling. I got through the little stutters, I got through everything, and I start going, and everybody was clapping. I was like, oh, okay, so like I could do this. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can really do this.
yeah,
And that was my first school solo. And
yeah,
then of course the
Okay.
first church solo came after that, actually.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh
Mm.
So it
because
started in
nobody,
school.
yeah, I started in school. I was in church my whole
Okay. All
life,
right.
but I started like the solo in school. My mom is actually, she used to be part of a traveling choir.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know how big they ever got, but they were the inspirationals. Um
Mighty clouds of
and
joy, my lord. Let's go.
So yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
I was always around it,
Yeah.
Right.
and so in church they they were passing the mic around for testimonials, and I was like at this point around the same age, 8. So what do I really know, right? I saw that mic and I saw my chance.
Mhm. Yeah.
I saw my chance and
Mm.
I
Uh-huh.
sang I Believe I Can Fly, and they took the mic from me so fast.
Yeah.
Hey,
Then I
Yeah.
it
was
kind of
on
shows.
the verge. Give me that mic, son.
Right.
Blasphemy.
Man, it's like they took the mic from me so fast. It's like that's not what this is about. I mean, obviously they thought I was gonna have a testimony because a kid with a testimony. No, this is my time to shine.
Yeah. Period.
And they got it from me so fast. So those are my two first solos, man.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Let's
That's
Wow.
go.
super
Yeah.
dope.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I-
I wonder if anybody ever remembers that, because that was one of them ones where it was like, especially if you have a kid and you watch them do something, you like, oh my god.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
People don't realize that getting in front of people is a complementary talent to being able to sing or being able to do something.
That
Because
part.
there's a
Man,
lot of people that's dope in the closet, but when you get in front of somebody, it
Can't do
takes
it.
something else to be able to show somebody.
You
yeah,
do.
you
So,
got to have extreme focus. You have to be confident in
mhm.
yourself. You can't second guess yourself. It's a lot, because even
Right.
even if you're confident, if you don't have focus, you
Yeah.
could mess
Right.
up words that you would never even mess up.
Yeah.
You could
Right,
mess up notes that you would never even mess up just because you're not
That
focused.
that part.
right.
Right.
And that's where the most mistakes come in, not being focused. You
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's a muscle. The more you get in front of folks, the
Yeah.
more the easier it gets. There you go. Next
Right.
question.
Mhm.
All right, bro. Hey, being from Jersey, and I mean pretty much born and bred there. I think it's fair to say that. Pretty much
Yeah,
born
for
and bred in
sure.
Jersey. What were
For
some of
sure.
your early musical influences being from Jersey?
Early musical influences, we're gonna start from like the big to the
Specifically
small.
R&B if we can. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
plethora, I already know.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
But the influences like Whitney Houston, because she's from there. She's
of
from
course.
Jersey.
Of course.
Yeah.
What
So
Mm.
bigger
definitely
influence you
Whitney.
need?
Man, I mean,
That's a
one
big
of the
one.
greatest voices, if not the greatest voice of all time.
There you go.
But Whitney Houston, I was really, really, so growing up, my mom listened to Anita Baker. She listened to Patti LaBelle. I mean,
Yeah.
my favorite, soul singer, or R&B, because it really is R&B, is Sam Cooke. You
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
know,
yeah,
it's
Mm.
yeah.
my guy, man, my guy. If I could bring somebody back to
Oh
life,
yeah.
it'd be
He's the
Right.
grandfather in
he
my
would be
opinion.
one of 'em.
He's the granddad in my opinion.
Mm.
Man. So it's like, those influences, and then Brandy,
Uh,
Tank,
Vocal Bible. Oh yeah.
man,
It's it.
for sure.
You
Yeah.
could sing. You know who else could sing?
yeah, I know that.
Right.
Right.
My cousin, he can sing too. You sound just like him. I was like, no, I don't.
Hey, guess what? Newsflash, Mr. Wayne. You sound like you.
Yourself.
I
Right.
appreciate that.
You sound
I
like you, sir.
appreciate that, man.
But
But yeah, those some of the biggest influence, man. Like Usher, uh, 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 and like Tevin Campbell, and stuff like, because it's just the runs that they
Yeah,
do, and
yeah,
the notes that they can hit. It's
yeah.
just some of the stuff that I'm so drawn to, and especially, of course, without even having to say it, but I have to say it because people don't know me. Michael Jackson. I
of
just
course, of
But
course,
Let's go.
specifically
of
Of
course.
course.
R&B Michael Jackson,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
specifically. You feel me?
right.
I'm
Wide
talking
nose Michael.
Rock With You. I'm
Wide nose
talking
Michael.
the Jackson 5. I'm
Yeah.
talking
Breathing more
Brookside.
air,
Like,
Michael. I got you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Before
yeah.
he got sound effect heavy when he was giving you
Yeah.
them still tones.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah,
Hmm.
specifically R&B Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Very
Love
much.
it. Love
Hmm.
it. Hell yeah. appreciate that,
Yeah,
man. That you
Man,
named a bunch
super
of
dope.
pillars and gods in his
You
R&B
can't
man.
game.
beat it.
You
I feel
definitely
like
listen to
in
the right
order to,
stuff.
hey, I feel like in order to be great, you got to listen to the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You
you got
heard
to be
me?
great yourself. You know what I'm saying? But we get our influences from somewhere, and I'm not gonna be sitting here listening to, you know, uh, Kalani. Not that she's bad, but
Right.
she not the, you know what I'm
It
saying?
does
She
not
not the
resonate
vocal
with you
presence.
musically.
Right,
Right,
It doesn't
Feel
right.
resonate.
you.
right.
I still
Right.
feel you, brother. All right.
All right. What do you prefer in the studio? Being solo or in the studio with other creators?
I will start off by saying, and for whoever is watching and wants to be an artist, I want them to look dead in my eyes when I say this. Okay,
Come on.
you would be an idiot,
Come on.
a dummy, okay, a dunce with a dunce cap from the Looney Tunes. You would be silly and crazy to try to work by yourself.
Come on,
You
Bishop.
no, and I tried it. Like I used to prefer it, man. I used to prefer to work solo until I realized that it's the dumbest thing you could do. It's like not that it's so it's one of those things where in our culture everybody's talking about being self-made. Everybody's talking about doing it on your own. Everybody's talking about being able to do all these things and have all these things and work you pull yourself up on your own bootstraps. And while it sounds great, while it
Mm-hmm.
sounds cool, it does I had to learn that even the things that I thought I was doing by myself, I wasn't doing by myself. And people would think that that's an oversimplification or an over explanation. It's like, no. When I taught myself certain vocal ranges, I was listening to somebody else. I was looking at videos for
Ah.
somebody else. So I can't
Right.
learn that stuff on my own. So why would I, try to create on my own all the time? It's like, no, of course there's things that I come up with on my own, that we wouldn't be here if I didn't,
Right.
you
Right.
know. But even with that, it's coming from an influence. It's coming from something I heard. It's coming from an idea I had from some conversation I had, 2 weeks ago. It's like,
Right.
Right.
nothing is by yourself. Nothing. Not even my drive for love of music. Even though I love music, my drive for love of music came from my family. It didn't come from me
Mm.
just I love music. No. My mom's listening to Patti LaBelle. My mom's listening to, Anita Baker. My sister's listening to Brandy, Monica. My other sister is listening to rap music. She's listening to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff coming
Mm-hmm.
up on the radio that we are all together listening to, and that builds influence. So why would I then take that same logic and pull it away from the equation when creating my own music? No, no, you
Mm.
work with somebody because I do. and
Preach!
Talk
that's
that
another
talk.
man. That's another common
Tabernacle.
misconception, man. It's another common
Hallelujah.
misconception. It's like
Yes.
independent artists. That is a myth. Ain't no such thing as an independent artist, man.
Somebody say
It's
Talk
teamwork
that
make the
talk.
dream work.
man, unsigned artists, yes. Independent, no.
Right.
No, you can't be. You can't
Right.
be.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm.
Thank you
And if
so
you
much.
are
Mm.
trying to be independent, it'll show in your music. You can hear it.
Right.
But
Right.
You can hear
yes, you can.
it.
Come on.
Multiple hats.
Thank you for that. Thank you for
Man,
that gospel, sir. I appreciate that.
man.
We
Of
got brother
course,
preaching
man.
up here.
Oh
Come on.
yes, yes. Talking my kind of talk now, sir. Ooh.
Ooh. Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, we
Boy,
might just
this
have the Messiah on Vibes and Convo right now.
man. Hey, listen, I'm just telling you what I was taught. You feel me? Because my boy,
Mm.
Millions of Power. Shout out to him, great rapper, but he wears all these hats after learning all this stuff, and he'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you is what he had to slap me in the head with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, you were taught right, sir. You definitely taught right, sir. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Man,
Definitely.
Now this question, you can go ahead and ask it, but this question is that's a loaded
Okay,
question.
I'll go ahead. All right, yeah. Right. Hey, with a song like "Bleeding," I mean, what I mean, just for the people who aren't privy already, this is more so for our viewers that haven't heard
Hmm.
the song yet. With a song like "Bleeding," what was the process and story behind that song?
Man.
Hmm.
So first of all, I will say, and not even to pat myself on my back, I will say if you are listening to Bleeding, listen to the entire album, please.
Yeah.
And I'm only the way we treat love because Bleeding
Yes.
is a small drop in an entire
Yes.
story,
Yes.
for the way we treat love. So Bleeding, that was in the process of this is all, relationship stuff. So
Hmm.
Bleeding was where I was basically, you know, with my ex. It was how how can you ask me to forgive you when you've blamed me for so many things and you're telling me it's my fault, but you
Hmm.
Hmm.
you want me to now turn around and forgive you? No. Like
Yeah.
it was one of those moments where you feel bad for your, like throughout the entire, album. It's
Hmm.
feeling bad for myself, trying to get over, and then
Yeah.
he get to this
Hmm.
point, it's like, well, hold on, no, you did a lot of this. Like there's a
Right.
lot of things that I'm going through right now that you caused. It's like
Mm.
I can't just, like, no, nobody's 100% at fault. You in
But
a
Hmm.
everybody
relationship
has
with
a
two
part to
people.
play.
Everybody
Right.
has a part to play,
That
but
part.
I'm about to hold you accountable for this part. You
Hmm.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? This part I'm about to hold you accountable for. So Bleeding is, because I felt like in those moments I felt like I was bleeding out and I was trying to find a way to stop the bleeding, but I
Yeah.
also had to find a way to, you know come to grips with myself and say, you know what, even though I've done, I'm not perfect and I've done my dirt,
Yeah.
one of the ways to stop me from bleeding is to stop cutting my own self,
Yeah.
Hmm.
because when you
Hmm.
blame me and I take it on, whatever damage you're doing to me, I'm doing it tenfold,
Yeah.
because I'm taking on whatever it is you're telling me that I'm doing. Like,
Hmm.
all the issues that we have in this relationship are not all my fault, but when I take
Yeah.
them on as all my fault because I feel guilty,
Yeah.
then I'm just taking wounds that you've cut and I'm making them deeper.
Yeah.
So in order to stop that, I got to tell myself, like, no, it's okay.
Hmm.
I don't need to take on all of the fault. I don't need to take on all of the responsibility. Some of this is you. And that's where the
Hmm.
bandages come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you for
that's it.
breaking
It's,
it down for our viewership, brother.
man, no
Oh my
problem.
God.
That
Yeah.
song was one of the hardest ones to write, man.
I bet. I bet. I tell people all the time when I let people listen to it, I say, if you don't feel this, if this
Yeah. You
don't
gotta.
strike something in you, you don't have a
Man.
soul.
And
And
Oh.
and I had to have, so I wrote 80% of my album, but
Oh
on
okay.
wow.
Millions of Power, he had to help me through this song. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to help me through that song.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
so he's helping me write because I've been so one of the things that, and I think I don't really know if all of this stuff is real as far as like the horoscopes and all that stuff, but they say
Yeah.
Right.
Scorpios like to disconnect, move on, and put it in the back,
Yeah.
but I do that,
Yeah.
like if we have an issue and then I'm like, oh, we're done, it's like I don't ever want to think about you again. So whatever this
Exactly.
issue was, I
Exactly.
don't even want to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I don't even want to acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah.
So
It
Hmm.
helps
he
to
was
heal
like,
faster.
yeah,
It
but
helps to heal faster.
sometimes it's bad
Yeah, it
because
is.
you
Hmm.
you
Unresolved.
don't
Yeah.
yeah, it's unresolved. You
Yeah,
could
it's
put it
unresolved.
away.
You
You
right?
didn't actually go through
Yeah.
everything. So he had to help me go through everything. And it's like, no, you got to write this from your feelings. I know you've been writing from events, you've been writing from what's happening, but you also have to write from your feelings, how you
Mhm.
felt. You know what I'm saying? We have to come up with these lyrics based on how you were feeling based on how
Mm.
much, torment you went through. So it's like, you know what, you're right. Let's lock in. Let's get to it.
I'm a
Wow.
big fan of. I'm a big fan from a songwriting standpoint, not even from a singing standpoint, but from a songwriting standpoint of things being emotionally intentional. I think a lot of music that we hear that's popular is so party based and so one direction. There's not a lot of
Hmm.
music that's emotionally intentional. Like I want, like if something is sad, I mean, some people need to hear that and walk through their stuff. So be intentional, right? But if something is happy and party to you know, like there's a lane
Yeah,
for everything, and there's
for
not
sure.
enough music that that as guys we need those records where we might want to spit some game to a chick. Oh, you ain't got the words? Well, Marshall got a song for you right there. Oh, I
Right.
I was my girl was tripping. She keep on putting everything on me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I got a song for it that might break down how that look on the outside. You jamming, but it's
Hmm.
also speaking to your heart. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah.
That's high key songwriting.
Definitely.
Hey,
Come
Definitely.
on. That's what we was
I
talking
appreciate
about.
you noticing
That's
that,
what we was
man.
talking about.
Yep. Real
That
quick,
high
when's your
Appreciate you
birthday?
key,
noticing that.
high quality.
Real
Yes,
quick, when's
sir.
your
My
birthday?
my birthday, November 18th, 1994.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
November Scorpio.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right, this is me, baby. So, are there any collaborations? Let me put on my professional voice.
Hmm.
So,
So
Mr.
what you been
Marshall,
doing all this
nah, man, because we aiming for clips. I want something to stand out. So let me put my professional
time?
voice on.
For sure.
So, Mr. Marshall, are there any collaborations that you've done that stand out to you thus far, or
Hmm.
are there anything that you're looking to do in the future that you're excited about? Like
I
that,
can
put the
answer
tone on
both of
that
them
thing.
questions. Yeah, I like that. I like the tone of that question. I like that, Kurt, man. I like the professionalism. You had to fix your tie for that one. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
talking business.
Yeah. The collaborations. So collaboration that stood out to me. Um, on the way we treat love, there's a song called Advantage, and
Hmm,
on Advantage, there's a female rapper that I think,
what's her
to
name?
me, is the best female rapper to
Come
ever
on.
grace Earth. All right.
Come
3D
on.
Not T.
Yeah.
3D Not
Yeah,
T,
yeah.
man. She is so slept on. She is so slept on, man. Her
Mm.
lyricism, like, to me, is 3D Not T and it's Rhapsody. And
Cap.
that's,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you.
Mm.
the only thing I will say for like Rhapsody, she has a way of writing albums. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Definitely.
But 3D Not T, when it like bar for bar,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
she's cold. And
yeah.
that was my favorite. Like, it when it comes to collaborations, like I would love to do collaborations with a lot of people, but bucket list collaborations was
Oh,
3D Not T
yeah.
and Brandy. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
I and
Oh,
I got my 3D. I
yeah.
check.
got my 3D. You
Mm.
feel
Go
me?
ahead and put on,
So
Kurt. Go ahead, Kurt.
So yeah, so
Go ahead.
Brandy, you on the clock, sis. We need you. We need you. We need to
Yeah.
hear this.
Yes.
man, but I appreciate her. She loved the song, and I wrote, bruh. So Advantage was
Okay.
now, I had my boy help me like fine tune it, but when she emailed me, because I emailed her saying, hey, I would love to do a song, yada yada yada. I didn't expect her to, because people at a certain level, you don't expect them to get to you so fast.
The
You
level
have
that you're
Right.
at.
access to them.
The level that you're
Yeah,
at. Okay.
the level,
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
know,
at?
because even with, my talent is there, but I don't got no high profile yet or nothing like that. But you don't expect people to get to you so fast. So when she was like, "Oh
Right.
yeah, I'll do it," such and such, I said, "I don't even have a song ready. I wasn't ready for you to." So I wrote that song overnight, man. I wrote Advantage overnight.
Oh.
Yeah, we got fine tuned in the studio and all that stuff, but I wrote most of that whole song overnight. I was
Wait.
just
So
excited.
wait. So when you reached out to her,
He reached out with the hope
you
and the
just
prayer,
reached out
baby.
with just the email of just words saying, "Hey, I want to do a
Yeah,
collab with you."
yeah, Yeah, I
and
want to do a
she
collab with you
agreed to
That's
yes
dope.
through that without the song. That's
without the
super dope.
song.
That's super
Without the
dope.
song. Shout outs to 3D, man. And she
Shout out.
Shout out
graced
to 3D
that
and IT.
song. She killed her part. Cause I told her, I basically told her, eat me alive. Okay? On that
Yeah.
song, eat me alive, tear me apart. You know what I'm saying? Because the song is called Advantage, and I wanted
Take
it to be from the
advantage.
male perspective, right, and from the female perspective. So,
She did that.
come at me with you swing. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she
Right.
did. She
Yeah, she
swung
did. Hmm.
and she did her thing. So that's one that I've done that stood out. And one, of course, others that would like to do. I am trying now. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I have been trying to contact Juicy Two Times and Listen and and to try to get them on another song that I got. You know what
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
saying? But I hopefully there's the 3D not T approach, but if not, it is what it is. I already
Yeah,
got
yeah.
perfect artists in the tuck for it. I
Hmm.
just want to make sure what my thing is, especially with the previous question of not working alone and all that. My thing is I want to get people on this album, and then I want to get high profile people on the album to give bread to the people on the album that work with me. You
Right.
know what
That
I'm
part.
saying? So the people on
Mm.
my level, it's like
Yeah.
let's work, and then let me try to get a high profile person so that
Yeah.
when they get on the song
Yeah.
and we
And
put
that
it out,
revenue.
people
Yeah.
start looking back, and then they start looking at the people that I've worked with.
That part.
Well,
You
Right.
know,
let me
That
say
part.
this. I'll say this one piece just to jump out of this question, not take too much time. Your level is relative. Because in this day and time, the moment you put your music out, you're worldwide.
yeah,
Jersey, we got a fantastic artist from Jersey talking to a dude from New Orleans that live in Los Angeles. We got a
Mm.
guy on the West Coast in San Diego. We got a Timbo
True.
Way in Cleveland, and we all talking right now. So if there is a level, this is definitely a national level at least.
Come
You
on.
yeah,
know,
you know,
I ain't talking about how it look. Now I ain't talking about how it look. I'm talking about what
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
is.
What
I'm
it
talking about
is,
what it
yeah,
is.
Right.
Just it is what it
for
is.
sure, for
So yeah,
sure.
man. Yeah, that's
I
it.
think
That's
it's
all I gotta
dope. I
say
think
about
it's
that.
dope to always hear.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's
And I
dope to
always
always
appreciate
hear
my
like
artists.
how collabos go. Like that's very very detailed left out information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes like when
Hmm.
people create an album, they leave that part out, how that collaboration even came about, you know? That's super dope to hear.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got some
Yeah,
fire,
yeah.
bro. That's crazy.
And I'm just glad like I said, I'm glad she graced the album, and I hope that other people grace this new music.
Okay.
Ain't
Talk
going
about
to talk about it too much just yet. We're gonna
it. Yeah.
get to these
Okay.
questions, and then we're gonna circle back.
All right.
Right.
Uh,
All right. All
For
right.
sure.
yeah,
Hey, hey. Feel free to give us the exclusive too, bro.
oh, you gonna get the
Come on.
exclusive? You gonna get the
Hey, this
exclusive,
platform is your platform now, bro.
Come on.
man.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
Appreciate you.
Here go mine. Do you remember where you was located when you came up with the title The Way We Treat Love for your
Mm,
So
album?
this is actually a funny comment. Like, so me and my boy Millions of Power, we work heavily together. We brothers at this point.
Mm.
Um, so we was talking, and I came up with the title, but I did it. So we were having a conversation about the relationships and all, and I said, it's like the way we treat love, that it's just we don't treat it right. We don't yada yada yada. He said that would be a good title for your album, and I said what?
Mm.
He said, yeah. He said that would be a good title for your album. Like, and I was like, oh shoot, like like I'm not even thinking in that lane because I'm in the middle of conversation. I'm just
Exactly.
we treat love horribly. We think that love is the problem, and it's not. It's the way we
Gotcha.
Right.
treat it. You know.
Right.
okay.
And he said that's it right there. That's the title.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that's and we were where were we? I don't know if we was at his crib or in the car. I think we was in the car. Yeah, I think we was
Hmm.
in the car just chopping it up. honestly might have been. We work so much now that I don't even be remembering where we be at when we coming up with stuff. And it's like, but we definitely, we was chopping it up face to face. I think it was at his crib, and then he said that, and I'm like, you know what? I think you're right.
It's
I think
always
you're
a
right.
trip. It's a trip.
Yeah, for
That's what's
sure.
up.
Shout out to Millions of Power for that, for so many other things, but shout out for that for sure.
Yeah,
Man.
out to the team.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
100, man.
Hey.
So you, Timbo Slice.
All right, man. Hey, okay. This is the part of our little interview process that we call vibe or slide.
Mhm.
This is the part of the
Okay.
show where I just ask you random questions. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just a better gauge where your mindset at. Not just as far as your origins, but as far as your creativity and where it all stems from. Feel me?
Okay.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be easy, man. Just relax. It's cool.
He always say that, and then no, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
hey, don't set me up for failure now.
Oh my god. All right. All right. I'm gonna start off easy. All right. Are you a Jets fan or you a Bengals fan?
That's not easy. So neither actually.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
easy then.
I
Snap.
mean, it depends on who's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
but I'm actually like a Patriots fan. But I tell you why. Cause
Oh.
some people hate that. Some people hate that. I
Yep.
understand. When I was never into sports like I am now. I love sports. And my favorite sport is basketball. But I chose my basketball team and my football team the same way. I was playing Madden
Let's go.
and I liked the Patriots colors and I was like, you know what? Boom. Had I picked the Texans first, who
Yeah.
knows? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
But
So
I
good.
chose them. But then I chose to ride and stick with them, and they just so happened to be winning all the Super Bowls. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I
I
feel
didn't
you.
know.
I
You
feel
know
you.
what I'm saying?
You
As long
caught
as it's
So
not the
fire at the right.
Cowboys.
You hopped on the bandwagon right at the beginning.
As
yeah,
long as it's
right,
not the Cowboys.
Right at the beginning. I feel you.
and it wasn't even because they were
Yeah.
hot. It was because I
I
liked them
feel
on the
you.
game, man.
I
And
feel you. Hey, it worked in your favor.
it did. It
Yeah.
definitely worked in my favor. And I stuck with them even more because I love how much my family could not stand that I was a Patriots fan.
Mm.
Because, most of my
Mm.
family they Eagles fans.
The anti-hero.
So yeah,
I
Oh yeah.
for
feel
sure,
you.
for sure.
I feel you.
So, you know, and that's kind of the same with and I lucked out, but it wasn't too lucky. You could say that I lucked out, but I chose the Miami Heat the same way. I was playing NBA courtside on a Nintendo
Mm.
64, and Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. I'm like, I like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
these
Jeez.
dudes. And
Yeah.
then D Wade got drafted,
Yeah.
Oh
became my
wow.
favorite player.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Snap.
The
He
Heatles.
said
The Heatles.
NBA courtside.
Man,
Y'all
Man,
see, y'all see the reoccurring theme here, right? Like timing, the time, how this boy has foresight, like
it was just
ti- something
just
godly about timing, boy. I tell you,
hey, for sure.
Man.
yeah, man. Oh wow. Okay, that was interesting.
You know,
All right,
you
all
know.
right, all right. Here go the more generic ones, man. Just sticking to the music or
Mhm.
whatever. And I ask everybody some of these. All right, Usher or Chris Brown?
Hmm.
You said these were gonna be easy. You said so. Like
Hey, and some of these comparisons you've heard before, like especially if you're in the R&B space, you've heard this time and time again.
yeah,
And if you're a purist like myself, you'll probably be like, "That's ludicrous. Why would you ever?" But it's always a conversation to be had, though.
hey, listen. So I would say from a preference standpoint, I have to go Usher.
Mm.
From a preference standpoint, from an overall talent standpoint,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, it's got to
Yeah.
be Chris.
It's
It's got to be Chris.
yeah.
Like so, Usher, he, it's like he's the 1 to 2 trick. And I'm not saying like because behind the scenes, dude is cold. But when like it's presented, he's the 1 to 2 trick pony that you never get tired of.
Yeah.
Like he always has hits. Even if you don't got a hit album all the time, he always got a hit
Mhm.
single. He always got a hit record. It's like
Yeah.
that dude. He will never not give you quality. He'll never not sing
Yeah.
sing his butt off. He'll never not wow you.
And that
But
catalog can't take away from his catalog either. I feel
the catalog is
that
there,
catalog is
man. Like
vast.
from my way on, man. Like
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah, he got it. He got hits that will never
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
ever
Mm-hmm.
be anything less than what I'm saying. It's
Mm-hmm.
like even the ones that because I learned that he hated. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Sure
he
did.
Mhm.
hated it. He
Sure
didn't
did.
hate. He didn't want to do it, and they said you're gonna do this song, and he did it, and it's one of his biggest songs, if not
Ever.
his biggest song ever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
Right.
saying? But Chris, from a talent standpoint,
Yeah. He
that boy
definitely.
Cole, man, that's
He
Michael
does.
Jackson 2.0.
Mm.
Yeah, he really is.
Okay.
He really is.
Okay.
It's Michael Jackson 2.0.
He
I
really is.
think
I won't
I think
say
Chris
that
Brown a
he's
better dancer
better.
than Michael Jackson
He is.
But so yeah, he is.
because
He
of
is.
the era, because of the
For
time
sure.
frame.
Of course.
For
So
sure. Because Michael Jackson was the greatest, performance dancer when it comes to singing, and dancing on stage at the time. But there wasn't a lot, that's before
crumping.
like well not before, it was around the time that b-boying started getting, what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He wasn't doing the b-boy stuff.
Oh, you wasn't.
So,
Uh,
but he was killing it with the gyrating, killing it with the
pop
moves, like
locking and
pop
mm,
locking and all that stuff. But Chris Brown is dang near water
yeah.
Yeah.
on that stage. Not water, water on
Yeah.
that
What?
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Water.
Aquafina.
Yeah, it's
You're right.
like the top three performers of all time to me are and it's Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, and Beyonce
There you go.
when it comes to performing.
There you go.
You
Oh.
know what I'm
Mm.
saying? When it
Yeah.
comes to
Ah,
singing and performing on stage,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
because they got
Mm.
the
I mean I'm gonna chime in here. I'm gonna disagree, not entirely, because I do understand what you're saying. Like
hmm
I get that train of thought. I just think when we think about overall talent and performance wise, we gotta kind of I say we gotta go back to like Sammy Davis when cats were comedians, singers, tap dancers. There was an era. I'm just saying, old Hollywood era was a different era talent wise. You were
most
and
definitely,
they had to do more. They were on. They were like in live play type stuff. It was different, you know.
most
So
definitely.
this era
But
we
I,
got a
I
little
will
easier.
I will chime in and say, could Sammy Davis Jr. sing
Nah,
like yeah, right, right,
Nope.
right,
of
right.
course
Like
not. Of
he
course
can
not.
sing, but he can't
Of
sing
course
like no Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and Chris.
not.
On
Nah, that's
top of
true.
Right.
the fact that
Can't dance like
Chris,
it either.
no, Chris
Right.
and Mike Jackson could dance crazy, and
Right.
then Beyonce she could dance, but like her visual
Choreography wise,
performances,
she
the
got it.
choreography, the pieces, all of the visual things that you got going on, the
The
presentation is
themes, the
crazy.
stories.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
So
a whole pack.
I would say that old era Hollywood for sure is up there because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all they had to do.
They
Of
had a lot
course.
more
But them
going
three got
on.
that talent on multiple levels.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
mad at it.
Yep.
But I do kind of agree with you though.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I do got to give you that.
100. 100. Wow. That turned into a whole thing.
I'm not gonna chime in no more. I know we on Vibes
But-
and Slide. I just was compelled to jump in there. So let me leave. Let me jump out of here. Let you finish up.
Hey man, jump in whenever you want to, cause I'm here for the
Hey,
conversation.
and most definitely. And that's why we're here. That's why it's called Vibes
hmm
and
And
Convo.
convo,
Already, man.
yes sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Um, let's stick on something lighter. Hey, you said you're a Miami Heat fan, so you like hot or cold?
Yeah. No, I'm a cold. You talking about weather?
Yeah, weather.
Yeah, I like the cold. I'm a Miami Heat fan because I like
Mhm.
the Miami Heat. I don't
Uh-huh.
like the heat. I do not like the heat, man. I'm sweating right now in this room, and I'm trying not to look like I'm melting. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to find a discreet way to grab a towel or something to pat my head and keep it moving, but I can't move nowhere.
Okay. All right.
Come on,
All right.
come on.
All
I'm
right.
a hot blooded person, man. I don't. It's something that my dad is that way. I'm that way.
Yeah.
Even my son is that way,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
only 10 months.
Mm.
It's gonna be a hard life for you, son.
When's his birthday?
October 28th.
let's go.
Another Scorpio.
Happy
Another
birthday on
Scorpio.
the way.
You know
On
what,
the way.
sir?
Yes,
Because
sir.
my birthday is October 27th. It's a Scorpio thing. We all run hot for some reason.
Man, I tell you, man, I can't stand it. I have the AC. When people talk about having the house at 75 constantly, I'm like, what is wrong with you? 75? I'm sweating
That's
at
comfortable.
75. No,
Say that's not cool enough.
That's
no,
not cold enough.
no. I needed 63 at the most.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I
At
like
Like,
I like your life,
70
like
is
Joe.
pushing it.
70 is pushing it for sure. It's like I can
Oh
survive
my
in
god.
67, but
Okay. Let me okay. I'm finna reel you back. All right, let me reel you back in. Let me reel you back
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right. All right. Age old question. Boys
yeah.
to men or Jonas?
I'm gonna go boys to men. I'm
Oh.
gonna go boys to men. Yeah,
Oh.
Jodeci is not. It's not like
My guy.
it's bad or anything. Jodeci, I love them, but nothing to me beats the harmonies that boys to men. I'm a harmony
Mm.
like fanatic.
I'm a believer of songs over singers. And when I say is people don't give enough credit to the songwriter because you don't have to sing a great song well for people to like to make the song great. Now there
Right.
are singers who make like Jasmine Sullivan can sing anything. She could sing about peanut butter and jelly. Drop it on the
And
floor,
I
pick
would
it up and
melt.
eat it, and I'd be like, yeah, that's fire. So there are singers who can sing anything, but it's we have seen more than not people who weren't excellent executors, and it
Hmm.
didn't matter because they sung a great song that and still conveyed the emotion.
Jeremiah got one of my favorite songs.
Oh, I
I don't
can't
know
stand Jeremiah.
if he got one of my
Oh.
favorite songs,
Yeah, I
man.
can't I can't hate
Jeremiah.
on we though.
It's
I
Yeah.
can't hate
man,
on
we
we.
is that song.
Mm-hmm.
We is that song, man.
So
But yeah, you got a lot of people who it's something that Chris Brown said when it came to songwriters. Like, yeah, you can write the song, but who gonna sing it?
right.
You got to give it to somebody to sing it, and we gonna sing it right.
Yeah.
hmm
Even if you
And
can't really sing like that, you got that image and you got the right tools in the studio, you can pull it off.
and believe it or
Yeah.
not, and this was something I picked up from Troy Taylor to be able to connect with somebody. Sometimes you could sing a song so well that it go over the audience's head. Like as a singer,
Hmm.
okay, boom. I say this: we all singers, right? We've all heard something that made us say, "Oh man." I think the first time I heard Cisco, I'm like, I love Drew Hill. I can't do none of that. I was Woody was my favorite singer because I related vocally to some or like a Carl Thomas. So there is a
Hmm.
magic in having a relatable voice.
I'll piggyback, but very small piggyback. But
No problem.
uh, just like you were saying, I have this song that don't nobody know about it. It's called Outside. I'm just letting y'all know right now. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
and
Exclusive,
for that
exclusive.
song, yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. For that song, um, it it's a different style. It's like one somebody said one time when I was submitting a song and I had cause you guys have heard Die Tonight. Um
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and when
Cold.
I pre
Cold.
when I preview appreciate it. When I previewed that song on somebody's live, somebody said R&B is not a style. it's a skill. And I resonated with that because I have that song outside. I'm an R&B artist, but that song is more to the like pop, but kind of like Shawn Mendes, Charlie Puth,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
type of feel. And
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
song, I had to dumb down my vocals for
Yeah.
the
Mm.
feel to be right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, you know, I had to take but it's not even a dumb down of vocals. It's a use
Uh-uh.
of a different skill,
There you
Hmm.
go.
you know.
There you
So,
go.
you know, I don't have to try to sing lights out for that song. I don't have to try to do all the runs that I can until it's
Right.
so that it's, you know, burden in the ear for that song. No, I got
That
to do it
part.
Right.
light, airy, you know,
Yeah.
Keep it on
party like.
rise.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
Hmm.
can
So
be harder to sing straight notes than it
Oh,
is to do
yeah.
runs for some
Yes, it is.
folks.
yeah,
That part.
sometimes,
Yeah.
So it's just
sometimes.
different skill sets.
Mhm.
Right.
Hmm. For
Yeah.
sure, for
Hmm.
sure. But
Yeah.
to just to
Hmm.
piggyback off what you were saying about the different levels of, you know, delivery, it's like I didn't have to sing out of the, you know, out the seal off the ceiling or out the ceiling or above whatever to get that
No.
song to sound great.
That's right.
And that's vocal. That's like that's just the science
Yeah.
of
Hmm.
Science and control.
writing and producing records. Like you put together that science of, hey, here is where I can do this. I can do this on this type of record, but I need to follow the melodics and get that point across. But this song, here's my skill set where I can let loose on certain. That is so major. Like, but
Yeah,
this is what we was talking about. This like um, when I heard your album, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like going down, going listening to song one all the way down. I'm like, he put some science into how you went about each song. You know what I mean? Like I'm
yeah,
hearing the story and I'm hearing what you're doing for the album, but I'm also hearing the science
Yeah.
of
yeah.
creating songs. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that might just be, that might just be the R&B nerd in me, but
Yeah.
that's what it sounded like when I was listening to it. You know what I mean? So it when you say that, um, you really getting into that nerd talk that we talk about. Like we
Hmm.
right there. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hey,
great,
man, listen, I appreciate being able to talk about it, you know, with some
Yeah,
people
man.
that understand. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to,
man.
you know, trying to explain that to some people is like you just got to be like, oh yeah, I did different dynamic things with the song, so you know you'll feel it.
Yeah,
I can't really deep dive
Yeah.
and tell them like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this we use this type of layering and this, you know what
yeah.
I'm
Because
saying? Like,
they just going
we can have that conversation.
they gonna go. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Listen,
right.
you know, the average listener, the people we make music for, their opinion about music typically is if does it sound good or does it not? They're like,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, man, I like that. That sound good. Yeah,
End
man.
of the
I
day.
put I stack these. I got this stack on there, bro, and I the vocals. Yeah, whatever you did, bro, it sound good. The biggest
Right. They,
compliment we could get.
End of the day. Yeah, man. So
man,
I definitely want to see. I want to ask what's next for Marshall Wayne.
would you hit that Birdman in the beginning? You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah. That part.
Listen, so me and
Come
my
on, let's
boy,
go.
I'm not gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say
All
too
right.
lot.
All
But
right.
me and my boy, we putting together a project, man, and it is amazing. Like, you
Mm,
know, different sounds. It's not gonna be the typical because my we both did our, you know, in-depth albums. So he had his Dying is Easy, mine, you know, The Way We Treat Love. This album is going to be more of that single driven type of music where, you know, we want people to be able to catch on as soon as possible. As soon as you
Mhm.
hear it, it's like, oh, this a hit, this a hit. But at the same time, there is story to it. It's
mm.
just, we keeping it kind of light in the sense because, you know, you can't just keep hitting people heavy every time you drop
Yeah.
because, you know, it's
It's
gonna be
about
like, well, man,
balance.
I love his music, but I'm always depressed. It's like, you know, so
Y'all
we
reel
do
them
have
in.
those topics.
Reel them in.
Yeah, really. Mm-hmm. You know, trying to get them to, you know, get off their feet and stuff like that. We got some songs that even though there's some songs that kind of sound deep, but you be listening and you like, he really being an a-hole right now, like,
Yeah.
Mm.
but it's one of those things where it's very, like I said, single driven,
Mm.
but it's got context to it, it's got story to it. We try to make sure to keep the songwriting to where you still get the feeling, you can still connect, you can still feel like you're a part of it, but just not as depressing
Okay.
as
Okay.
you know but like you said, there's spaces for that, because, like, the way which you love that, like you said something earlier in the interview that or in the convo that I resonate with, because that was my intention. The way which you love was for the men. It was because
Mm.
you don't get enough time or spaces to talk about stuff like that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
We
Say
don't
that.
we don't have people that we can trust to even have those conversations, because most men to tell you to man up, and then most women, they will only either use it against you or find you
Yeah.
weak when you open
Mm.
up like that. So it's like being okay to open up no matter what. It's like, because
Right.
it's healthy to open up. So
Being
that's what the
emotionally
way which you love is
vulnerable.
for. Right. Right. Being
Right.
able to be, and then being able to look at things and even blame yourself for certain things that you need to. So,
Right.
and learn and grow from it. But with this new album, and I keep the name, well, I don't. Okay, so I was thinking, because I ain't really do no announcements, uh, I'll keep it, because
All right.
my boy
It's
here,
cool.
I can't
It's cool.
confirm with him. I can't
It's
confirm with
cool.
him.
It's all good. Give you an excuse to come back home, man. It's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That part,
For,
most
for sure.
definitely.
For
But
sure.
we got stuff in the works. It's real dope. We got some surprises on there as far as like
Mm.
how things sound, the different talents that's gonna be displayed. So you know,
Mm,
Mm. Okay.
it's gonna be one of them ones.
I'm
Excited.
excited now.
Can you give people your social handles and where they can purchase your music?
For sure,
Platforms, if it's websites,
for
etc.
sure. So just like you see on the screen, Mrshll Wyne, Mrshllwyne. All of the A's are taken out. Somebody
Dope spelling,
somebody
by the
saw
way.
my song.
Dope spelling, by
Oh,
the way. Dope.
appreciate you. That was I think that no, I did that. Yeah, so because I be talking to people and getting opinions and stuff, and then I just took the A's out.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Actually was that was a accident, because I was trying to do the triangles for the A's, and then Facebook wouldn't let me put the triangles, and it just took all the A's out, and I was like, you know what, I like that.
Ah,
Mm.
hey,
Yeah,
Right.
shout out
yeah,
Facebook. Good for something.
right. The only thing Mark Zuckerberg ever did for me.
Thank you. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
But but yeah, Mrshll Wyne on pretty much everything. Apple Music is a little rough, because they won't change names. I started off with a like an anonymous name, and they don't change the names anymore. So I'm
Okay.
currently fighting that. But Mrshll
Wow.
Wyne everywhere else. On IG is Mrshll Wyne R&B. N is a Nancy B. And
Hmm.
YouTube is Mrshll Wyne. TikTok Mrshll Wyne R&B, everywhere. Snapchat
Okay.
everywhere.
And
If you
on the
want to find
Vibes
me
and
on Apple
Convo
Music
playlist right now.
and on the Vibes and Pop Combo playlist, yes sir,
That's
yes
right.
sir. And if you
Yeah.
want to find me on Apple Music, you just type in my album, The Way Which You Love. It'll take you right to me.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Mm.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
I love it.
very
Do you
nice.
have
Yes.
any last shout outs that you want to give?
Man, shout out to my family, for getting me to this point,
That's what's up.
teaching me the way of the R&B, since a little one, since a little tyke. Shout out to Millions of Power for rocking with me this long, teaching me everything that he's taught me. Shout out to all of the artists that I've collabed with, that I will collab with. I appreciate y'all, because y'all have really shown up in a big way. Shout out to the Vibes and Convo show, man. Like this,
All
this,
right. All
this.
right.
You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? But I wouldn't have this platform without y'all, man. So Definitely appreciate y'all. I wouldn't even be here without homeboy finding me,
Yeah.
sequel finding me. So
Hey,
appreciate y'all for sure. Shout outs to y'all.
100.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, gratitude, man.
Yes,
Gratitude.
indeed.
Most
Yes,
definitely,
indeed.
Man,
man.
Man,
This has been fun. This has been real.
beautiful.
This
Serious
has been
business.
eventful.
Take out the
yeah,
professional voice for you, my boy.
Hey,
Serious
listen,
it's not
business.
very often when we get
serious.
somebody that we're a fan of on the show this soon, man. So
Yes,
this
Hey,
is
I
different.
appreciate
Hopefully
you.
this
I
is a sign of
appreciate you for
things
being a
to
fan, man.
for sure. Thanks for
come. Hey,
making it easy for us.
for real,
Hopefully,
man.
everybody who's watching will have the same experience.
Yeah, y'all go
Man, I
purchase that
hope
album,
so.
man. Go
Yes.
Yeah.
purchase the
Oh, you can
album.
also get it on Even if if you want to purchase it.
Let's go.
Good on
Come on.
Even.
Hey,
So
You know what
let's say
I'm
this
saying?
first then.
Yeah,
So if
man.
y'all want to put some money in our brother's pocket, go
yeah,
to Even first.
that part.
There
Go
you go.
buy the
Go right
music.
to you.
I'm a big proponent
Come on.
of selling music, making sure we put value in our stuff so we can put money back in our pockets. So if you want to
For
listen to it, it's
sure.
cool. But if you want to buy it and support Marshall specifically, go to Even. Is that fair? Is that fair to
Yeah,
say?
that's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
More
Gotcha. I
than
want
fair.
step.
Here we go.
Most
There we
definitely.
go, man. This is
Hey,
beautiful. Hey, so when you so yeah, when that new music come,
Hey,
we gonna have to like spin the block and
yeah.
for sure.
get you back around. You know what I'm
For
Uh-huh.
saying?
sure.
For
I'll
sure,
definitely
man.
be back. I'll be happy to be back, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Straight up.
do it. We gonna do it, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrshll Wyne, Wise Convo style.
How's the combo?
Another one,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Another one,
Beautiful,
another
beautiful.
one.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So man,
Appreciate
yeah, this concludes another episode of Vibes and Convo.
it. Yes, it
You
does.
know what I mean? Where you find nothing but that R&B and that R&B
Mhm.
nerd talk that we do over here, man. And y'all go purchase that album, man.
Purchase
The
the
way we
album,
treat
For
love.
man.
sure. Purchase it.
Please.
The way,
Purchase purchase that album. I want you to
you
see
know what I
my
mean?
eyes.
You
Purchase
know,
that album.
Yeah.
purchase the
Purchase that
album.
album.
Yes.
You gonna go purchase the album. You gonna
Yes.
go add it to all your playlists. You
Definitely.
gonna
Uh-huh.
share. You gonna
Uh-huh.
share the album. You know what I'm saying? You gonna
Uh-huh.
follow him. You
Hmm.
gonna do all of these things.
Right now.
That's what needs to happen.
Right now.
ASAP.
Say not right
ASAP.
now, but
And with
right
Right
that
now.
being
now.
said, that's all
We
that needs
found
to be said.
R&B people. Here it is.
You know? With
We
that
found
said,
it.
that's all that needs to be said, man. We out of this thing.
Yes,
Gone.
sir.
Peace out.